Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I was just listening to the sea, or as we call it in Spanish, El Mar. Oh, that was Spanish. You're right. I actually know Spanish pretty well. And if you pay attention in the next few minutes, you can too. Welcome to Ramon's Lessons in Spanish. That wasn't important. Let's get down to the basics of Spanish. So, if you have an adjective and you want to say it, adjectives like conveniently or basically or unfortunately, all you have to do is really just add mente to the word. For instance, basicamente, or unfortunamente, or kaleidoscopamente. Really any word, you can just become a ly word just with mente. It's a classic of the Spanish language. Let's see what else. See, for tenses, most people think there's a lot of tenses, but in reality there's really only two. There's only the present and the preterite tense. And when you use the present and the present tense, it's really just those two that you use, and you don't need to use any other things. There's something called the subjunctive, but I think that was just a joke that Senor made up that one time, and it's not really a real thing to use. Yeah? Most times, if you want to have a conversation with someone or start or an exam or something, all you really need to say is hoy les quiero de. That's all you really need to say.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it. Hoy les quiero de.
Are you sure you're not forgetting anything?
See, hoy les quiero de actually means, here's my topic, here's what I'm introducing, please give me a 5 on this exam. See, I know it's a lot to pack into that one little sentence, but really that's just kind of how the Spanish do these things.
That's wrong. It doesn't mean that.
So let's move on to
You're misleading the youth of America.
Nouns are more important, obviously, in a language. So the most important thing to remember about Spanish nouns is, if it's a word that you know in English, it's the same word in Spanish. You just have to add an O to it. For example, dog, doggo. Couch, coucho.
Are you telling me that this is a doggo?
This is a doggo.
Is that what you're telling me? This is not a dog-o, this is a parrot. Right?
Doggo.
Right? Okay, no. That was a pitiful kiss.
It's disgusting. Oh my god. So, yes, just add O to any word and it instantly becomes a Spanish word. It's pretty cool. But however, there are a few exceptions, obviously. If you want to talk about animals, there's the doggo, there's the cato. Birds, it's a little different. So a bird is an avion, and plural birds is aviones. And really avion translates directly to flying, squawking thing. And so that's how aviones becomes birds in the Spanish language.
I want to ask you, can we just have a very basic conversation in Spanish? I just want to, maybe we could show the students how to do this more practical setting, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Let's get some exercise happening that's, just in the real world. Because obviously if you go to countries like Spain or Brazil, you're going to be talking Spanish a lot to the locals.
Okay. I'm just going to zoom right past that. So your name's Ramon, you said?
Sí. That means yes.
Yes, it does. Okay, so, hola Ramon, ¿cómo estás? Did I break you? What's happening?
So if we move on to the verb form, you have to realize that verbs all come in AR, ER, or IR. However, you're not really going to use IR verbs, so you can just forget it.
That's a lie.
So with AR verbs, all you have to do is remember this. O, a, as, amos. And with ER verbs...
Is that in any particular order, or...?
With ER verbs, you really just have to remember, if you put an E at the end of it, it's going to work.
No, it's not.
And so now let's just talk about some basic things that every good Spanish speaker should speak. I mean, if for one instance, what I'm wearing today is a traditional Hawaiian outfit, which actually is one of the original Spanish colonies in the Pacific Ocean.
No.
It's a traditional Spanish country, and Hawaii, if you go to Hawaii, you'll definitely be seeing a lot of Spanish speakers. It's one of the originals. Anyway, so let's talk more about some of these nouns, some of these things that's good for every Spanish speaker to know. So let's look at counting 1 to 10, okay? Uno, dos, trois, catorce, cinco, quince, ocho, nueve, and Cameron Diaz. So that's counting 1 to 10 in Spanish. But if we're looking more at the months, of course, there's enero, which of course means January, because January is when Robert De Niro was born. Exactly. Then we have febrero, marzo, marbril.
Okay, no, wait, okay, marbril. Okay, let's just clarify this. Marbril is a thing with us and Senora, and we've got a little joke going, but it's not an actual month, so we don't want to mislead the young Spanish speakers. But unless it's Senora Tangretti's Spanish 1 class, who needs them? So, yeah. But we really don't need to teach them about Marbril, okay? So,
okay.
Okay. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So, marzo, marbril,
Oh my God.
abril, mago, junio, julio, Augusto Caesar, septiembre, red octubre, noviembre, and of course, decidio mente. So these are the top 12 months. There are a couple other months because obviously, as everyone knows, Spanish follows a different calendar than the American English speakers do. For instance, if you go to Brazil and be like, hola, what month is it today?
They might yell at you because they don't speak Spanish there. Or do you not know that? They speak Portuguese.
Jack, they play football in Brazil. They speak Spanish.
Do they though? Do they?
See,
do they?
Jack has never exactly been very well versed in Spanish, and he's also one of the reasons we're making this video, trying to get him to be better at his language.
I might hit you.
See, Spanish can be very difficult to learn sometimes, so in doubt, always look up what words you're gonna look up, okay? Use your phone whenever you can, because really, are we even gonna need Spanish in the real world? I don't think so. So, in conclusion, I just want to say, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you can go home and eat a lot of jam. That's Spanish for jam. And of course, have a lot of tosto, which is of course, as we learned, Spanish for toast. Thank you very much, and tune in next week for my piece on how to speak ancient Latin. It's sure to be riveting.
I'm bringing you to Senora. She's going to kick your ass!